A priest is in critical condition after being hit in the head with a glass bottle before his mass on Sunday. Okay, no details were released on the suspect. When I first saw this news article, this is from the Liberal. I only watch alternative media sources. I don't like watching mainstream news, but this is obviously taken by the Liberal from the mainstream news. When I first saw this happening in County Down in the north of Ireland, I literally was like, this is the biggest sort of bullshit article I've ever seen in my life, guys. So obviously today is Sunday. You know, the person that got hit in the head, the priest, the information was released probably an hour after the incident happened, maybe 30 minutes after the incident happened. No report of the person, okay? The mainstream media will never tell us anything about the actual criminal, okay? Could it be a Roma gypsy? Could it be a white person? Like, what is the difference in telling us these information, these key facts? Nobody knows anything. Like, the mainstream media hides the information from us. That's why I have this t-shirt saying mainstream media is dead. Like, every single part of our life now is being, you know, concealed, censored, constricted. I saw X is not allowed to post certain things because of the EU. Like, what the hell is going on? We're not even getting proper reporting of the news. I mean, it's absolutely insane. Was the guy a white guy that attacked the priest because maybe the priest touched his kids? Or was it a Roma gypsy, an illegal immigrant from who knows Bulgaria that is a radical extremist that wanted to hurt flipping the priest? Or what is it, guys? Like, there's so many different aspects. Could we get a description, please? Can we get a description? White male. What is it, guys? You know, Middle Eastern. What's the description? African. Can we get a description of the man? There's zero description. I mean, guys, this is completely contrived. The PSNI says the priest was hit in the head with a bottle at St. Patrick's Avenue in Downpatrick just after 10 this morning before Mass started. The priest was rushed to hospital and was in serious condition. That means he's bleeding profusely. He got hit in his neck, maybe one of his arteries. Like, serious condition is horrendous. This was completely shocking and brutal attack and left the priest with a head injury. So now it's all up in the air. No description. I mean, what's the point in even reading the news? Or, like, what's the point in even having breaking news stories? You know, when you see, like, on, like, Sky News, breaking news story. What's the point in even having that? There's nothing, there's no breaking news. It's just a report of what happened. There's no actual news in the report. The news is constructed, it's created. There's no reporting of anything. They didn't report the nationality, the age of the person, nothing. You know, they should have those things pretty much immediately after the incident happens. I don't know, guys. I just see these things and it's just like completely contrived. The PSNI are basically just as bad as the flipping, you know, the Gardaí down here for releasing details. Ridiculous. So the next news story we have today, guys, is a story of a lady who moved home from New Zealand, trying to find work, couldn't find work in Ireland. And truth be told, this is the status quo of most people in Ireland in 2025. Because most people can't find work. Most people have low-paid jobs here. There's no opportunity to progress in your career. It's a shambles. And they're just flooding the country with more and more people. And, you know, these big corporations, Google, you know, Facebook, Starbucks, these kind of massive companies that run out of Dublin, these companies are getting bigger, richer, while the people are getting poorer. You know, it's an absolute travesty. So let's listen to this woman's story. She moved home to Ireland and yeah, she's devastated, okay? Like most people have left this country. Literally in this country, guys, there's no Irish people left. It's unbelievable. I don't have any really friends that are Irish. I mean, it's just like crazy. They've all moved to Australia, Canada, you know, America. It's like, you know, whatever, guys. It's like a brain drain, you know, crazy.
So I story time moving back to Ireland. I've done 3 months. Haven't been able to find a job, accommodation, or you know, like car insurance is even affordable. After 10 years working in government in New Zealand, so yeah, my savings are decimated from just, and I haven't been spending much. Like I've bought nothing here. I do nothing. I go nowhere. But it's just not, it's no country for old women.
So she probably moved to New Zealand at 40. Now she's back here at 50, right?
So I just bought my ticket back to New Zealand, or I'll have to start over again, find a new job. But at least I have some hope of that happening there.
Well, good luck with that, guys. So what she says, she moved home and she hadn't been able to find accommodation, a job, or anything. Car insurance is not affordable, anything. Like, this is now the situation in Ireland. It's like the people that have loads, the rich kids, you know, the people that are born rich, you know, their parents work for KPMG and the son works for KPMG and they're the vice president of, you know, JP Morgan, one of these massive companies in Dublin. Right there in Grand Canal, you have JP Morgan, all these massive financial industries of power. And then you basically just have us. You know, the flipping bottom feeders, the flipping little fish swimming around, and you have all the big sharks just eating up all the flipping, you know, accommodation. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. Like, Ireland is definitely going down a really dark path, and any country that you guys see, you know, I saw Niall Boylan make a post, any country, you know, that you can move to, you know, he said, I don't even feel bad about people leaving anymore. And it's bad that obviously the culture is draining, the heritage is being lost and that kind of thing. But can you fault people about the situation now? I can't even fault people moving abroad anymore. You know, I used to be like, oh man, they should be staying here, you know, this kind of thing. But when you see the government doing certain things like this, guys, which has 13 million views by Charlotte Gill, when you see the government doing certain agendas like this, which is giving welcome cards and happy welcome to these asylum seekers, you start to understand, okay, well, I understand why people are leaving. Look at this one, guys. Children have been making Valentines cards for asylum seekers. So there's an aspect of pedophilia as well. Like, what the hell is happening to this country? This country, and this is the UK. Anything that happens in the UK is basically happening in Ireland as well. You know, it's all the same. They're all the same, guys. They're all the same, looped in, tied in government.
Why have children been making Valentine's cards for refugees? That's what I've recently stumbled upon from a charity called City of Sanctuary UK. This charity wants the UK essentially to become a place, a nation of sanctuary. And sanctuary has become the new trendy term when talking about asylum seekers, illegal migrants. They're now referred to as sanctuary seekers by a lot of Labour councils. Many of them are becoming boroughs of sanctuary. And there are also universities of sanctuary and groups of sanctuary and nurseries and schools of sanctuary. In fact, according to City of Sanctuary UK's website, there are over 1,200 schools and nurseries taking part in the Schools of Sanctuary scheme. And one of the ways they were encouraged to show their solidarity with sanctuary seekers is through creating hearts decorated and also Valentine's cards. And in one case, a school was creating a big Valentine's card and it was going to be given to refugee recipients.
They want refugees to sleep with kids now. Good job, Marxist communists. You guys keep getting weirder and weirder. So while Europe is on a downward spiral, kind of a shit spiral, I would call it, you know, you have other places like the US which are thriving, okay? Here we have Donald Trump, who deserves the Nobel Peace Prize for getting the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan to end their conflict and sign peace deals and shake hands, ending a 35-year conflict. You know, sleepy Joe Biden couldn't get it done. There was no aspect of you know, animosity in this relationship. In Europe, guys, we're telling refugees, please come, please don't kill us though, but date our children. You can hang out with our children. Please don't kill us though. But in the US, they're making massive, you know, leaps forward. They're not having any immigrants. We need leaders like Trump, basically. We need leaders like that, guys. Obviously, you know, there's certain things that he's done in the news recently in which we don't agree with, you know, Epstein and all this kind of stuff. But on the surface level, guys, you know, nobody should worship Donald Trump. but leaders that are more like this, guys, more for putting Ireland first.
President of the United States, the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, and the Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia will now sign the joint declaration on the outcomes of the Trump Route for International Peace and Prosperity Summit.
That's really
They will
beautiful.
sign 3 copies in English. The President of the United States signs as a witness to the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, affirming their path to peace, stability, and prosperity.
Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. We're too busy dealing with people getting stabbed on a daily basis. Priests getting stabbed now by illegal migrants, probably. Who knows who the person is? There's no description, which means, you know, when there's no description of the assailant, of the criminal, it means that the mainstream media is hiding the person's identity. We know this by now, guys. Okay? So they're hiding people's identity. It's just a crackpot idea here. You know, it's getting worse and worse. So, again, in the UK, they have the same sort of situation, guys. The mainstream media is hiding the news reportings. They're hiding what's going on in the country. Nobody knows what's going on. Asylum seekers, refugees, sanctuary cities. Insane. But you have a lot of people protesting in England. And shout out to all the patriots that are in England as well. The UK, they are doing well as well. Obviously, Ireland and the UK are separate places, and they will remain like that. But it's understandable to see what the hell is happening to them as well, guys. I mean, it's crazy. So let's listen to this concerned mother talk about how she's not far right.
Lisa, the first thing you said to me this evening was you're just a normal mum, but you felt you had to be here this evening. Tell me why.
Yeah, I've never really got involved in politics before. I'm fed up of people like them across the road calling us far right, because I'm not far right. I'm a concerned British citizen. I've paid my taxes since I was 17 and I got my first job. I've worked all my life. I don't want my money or anyone else's money, being put on illegal immigrants. They are illegal. They're not genuine refugees.
They are illegal. This is an EU, UN narrative to bring people in from wherever, Zimbabwe, Bulgaria, Roma Gypsy, Middle Eastern war-torn places, ISIS, like sleeper cells. Who the hell knows, guys? You know, parts of war-torn Africa and Latin America. Parts that are from, impoverished areas that they should be going over to help, guys. You should be going over specifically to help those countries. But Ireland bringing people here, it just doesn't make any sense. It's just ridiculous. And yeah, she's completely correct, guys, on that. She's completely correct.
Being put on illegal immigrants, my money or anyone else's money, being put on illegal immigrants. They are illegal. They're not genuine refugees.
And on top of it, you, the Irish taxpayer, are paying for these people to come over here. I mean, it's comical, guys. Who the hell? I bet nobody, if I told the average Irish person just walking on the road, hey man, would you want to be paying for basically people to come here and kill people and take over and, not integrate into society and lose culture? They would say no. Nobody would agree with that, guys. But because the government do it, we have no say in it. There's no vote. There's no say. There's no even a right-leaning party in Ireland. They don't even allow people to run for presidency that are, that aren't part of the establishment. If you're right-leaning in any way in government or anything, there's no way you even get a voice. The only voice we have is the internet, like this, guys. This YouTube channel, along with a few others, is the only basically way that you can air your concern about this. I mean, how disgusting. I mean, it's literally a travesty, guys. It's literally horrendous.
This country's in massive debt. They're being put before British people. They're getting free health, free dentists, free everything, housing. We're not putting British people first. And I am really, really concerned as a mother because these unchecked people, they're coming in en masse and boats. Keir Starmer is doing absolutely nothing about it. And it's a real, real worry. And all we're hearing is that they do not respect our British values. They're a threat. They think most of them are Muslims. They think we're infidels. They will not adapt to our religion. So it's not about integration. They are having their own mini communities, and I just do not feel safe. And my big concern is, if we think back to when Princess Diana died, and they say the Queen initially ignored, and she didn't listen to the British public. King Charles, I will ask you today, what are you doing about this? Are you listening to your British public? Because I think you are tone deaf.
Yeah, because the entire public of England, Spain, Europe, anyone that has a brain cell, guys. You know, of course, the woke liberal, you know, lefty, the woke liberals don't have brain cells. The people on the left, the Marxist communists or whatever. But obviously, guys, if you're just an average person, you understand the crazy stuff that's going on. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you want to keep seeing me react to more mainstream news, okay, because the mainstream, well, alternative news, but make it mainstream, because the mainstream news will never report on these topics, guys, okay? The news I react to is mainstream, but we give a different alternative narrative, because of course they're not revealing the identity of the person that attacked the priest in Northern Ireland. And by making these videos, I'm putting these videos out there, so they have to release a picture of the person. It's great, guys. We're actually turning the narrative. I can see it on the internet, me and a few other people. When I make these videos, like instantly, sometimes the newspapers put up actual pictures and descriptions of the criminals now, okay, because they don't want the narrative to be turned a certain way. You know, it's kind of funny, guys. It's actually going crazy. So hit the join link underneath the video. We have 16 members now. We have new members yesterday. I love you all. For only €3 per month, that's nothing, guys. The price of a damn coffee. You can help support me. I will never stop preaching about these messages. Don't worry, these messages are never going away. I'm here to stay, guys, reporting on all this news. I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Peace.